Right, guys. All right, so it's a bit of a late stream today. It's about 11:30 at night. I have work tomorrow, but I kind of wanted to put a little bit more work into this. Uh, so yeah, I mean, this is where we left off before, and we were starting to get a little bit better results from what I recall. Um, yeah, I guess I just need to put in more work to figure out how to distribute all of these attributes in order to affect the guide processes properly. Uh, yeah, and this might be a little bit of a boring stream today. Um, Today, I guess I have to, or I kind of want to start figuring out how, yeah, just how to fix this. Maybe if I implement the process to actually generate the real hairs, maybe that'll give me some more of a clue of where I'm heading with all this. Um, but I guess for now, let's just continue with the guides and see how far I can get from there. So, what's on my to-do list or sticky note? Fix the front bends, refine the back bends, set up collision. Oh, okay, so hmm, I guess I didn't update this in my last construction save, which would have been nice for this time. So I guess I just have to keep going at it. So what is something that I want to fix? What do I have? I have the length to play around with, the lift, and the bends. This is a little bit of frizz, which I should probably just frizz brand. I'm pretty sure I'm not creating an attribute from this. Yep, nope. It's just a random frizz. Um, how do I want to do this? I mean, most of the front bend I'm pretty happy with. Let's see. Okay, you know what? Let me split this up again. Oh, I accidentally got rid of my timeline, which I don't know what I did there. I think I hit control. Oh, no, wait, there it is. That's not ideal. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see if there's anything wrong with our front bend. That's the final hair. So now, in terms of the lift, I'm getting pretty much what I want out of that. There's nothing really much I want to do in terms of the lift here. Now, as far as the back, that's a bit of a different story. Well, I think I did good by not giving this area pretty much any lift at all. If I just take out the template there, and then we do let me duplicate this, and I'll set this to marker. Set to large. Yeah, so I practically have no values back here, and I think that did pretty good. That did pretty well in terms of the results I'm getting, at least in the back portion. I guess I wonder if I need to add more bend to get this like really down. What values am I hitting actually? I'm hitting highest value I'm hitting is like one, around one. So I need to go higher than that. Okay, so well, yeah. Oh, whoops. There we go. There we go. I get something that I like doing is setting this uh, ramp, its min and max value essentially to auto. Because when I explicitly set min and max to 0 and 1, that kind of limits the opportunity for me to paint higher values in it and for it to be visualized in the attribute map. So I think auto is more appropriate. Yeah, I'd say so. So let's see. If I want to do something higher, where am I at with my background? FG. Okay, let's try something. Let's do 1.5 and let me. Hmm, let's start at the front back at the front part. Work our way down. Okay, that's. I gotta be careful with this. And I gotta remember symmetry is on too, so. But see, this is the problem that I get. As soon as I start doing that, all the hair starts coming forward. Like I'm giving it too much bend. There has to be something other than a bend. There has to be something other than a bend that I can do. I mean, what other guide processes are there? There's bend, fit, smooth, straighten. I wonder what these do. Let's try it. Maybe straighten wasn't the right one. Perhaps smooth. Well, actually, to be honest, it kind of does help a little bit. Interesting. I wonder. Let me just look up the documentation for it. It's strange. It's like every time there are a lot of moments where it makes me feel like I want to start again because this is definitely not what I was going for. Not entirely. Long hair is very tricky. Long hair is very tricky. Short hair is pretty easy. I'm wondering if I do start this again, if I should save these length guide processes for last and just be able to focus. Yeah, see what I mean? Just be able to focus on stuff like this. Yeah, you see what I mean? I think this may be the key. If I can figure out his hair short, then all I have to do is grow it. I think this may be key. Maybe I should keep working like this, to be honest, and just reconnect this and these length processes later. I can try that. How does he look in the front end? Yeah. Okay, well, let's see what this does. Guide processes smooth guides. What does this do? Smooth. Average the shape and orientation. Oh, smoothing mode. Average the shape and orientation of neighboring curves. Average the shape and neighboring curves while preserving their orientation relative to the underlying skin. Interesting. I think object space is probably a better option in that case. Fair enough. Okay. So that gives me a little bit of a better idea in terms of the what's happening there. Um, okay. So if we start from the beginning and remove the length guide processes, let's see where that leaves us. The front, I'm still pretty satisfied with generally. Yeah, and you see here the back is not doing too bad either, and that's where I was happy. What I was happy with previously. But up here is where it starts to become a mess, and you can even see how the bend modifier or the bend process is like bending these hairs in a very odd way. So first, something that I need to do is manage how I'm doing the lift. So you know what? Let's bypass these for a minute. The front bend, generally speaking, is all right. Yeah, so it's the back bend. problem. So you know what? I'm gonna have to clear that. Let me clear this mask or this attribute. Uh, Reset all changes. And that was the wrong one. There we go. His hair looks good now, right? But the problem is that when it grows, there has to be weight to it, and I have to kind of model that in, if anything. I wonder if I can gradually add a length. Let's do a blend. Yeah, so okay, so this is cool. So I'll start blending it as I go, and I can see already right here, boom, problems. What am I doing? Hang on. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. So what I want to do is be able to bend this. So if I go up the hair's falling in the right direction, generally speaking. I want to say it's like around here where it starts. I'm just trying to visualize how his hair should flow. And it's doing pretty good up here. Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty decent. Too much. Can I do. We do an add. Can we do something like point? Okay, 2.25. Maybe I need a different angle. Okay, let me do softer. Let's do 0.01. Okay, so far so good. It's looking a little bit better there. Sorry, I'm just sending a messaging back. Someone. All right. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So let's see how this plays out if I grow the hair. You see what? Okay. The hair growth or hmm. It's funny. It's the direction of as I increase the length, it's like the bend is like not keeping hold. See, like the way that it grows outwards, especially at the top, it's like pushing. It's like pushing outwards, as opposed to like just growing in the direction of the curve, which is interesting. Yeah, so I mean, it's like Yeah, I mean, it's like they grow. It's like as it grows, it strengthens. It straightens out or something. I don't really know how to describe it. Because I'm like fairly satisfied. Well, I'm fairly satisfied with how the bend is working here, more or less. Although, as the hair grows, I want to see how parallel they become to the scalp. Is that the issue? As the hair grows, it becomes very parallel to the scalp, I guess. You know what? It's just very difficult. Except that I have this smooth thing going on here. You can hear my dog snoring. wonder if there's anything more I can read about the scale. Or not the scale, the the length guide process. Sorry guys. I am tired. Let's go back here. I guess what's throwing me off is how the length and blend guide processes, or bend guide processes work together. Because they do kind of affect each other, right? Bend. Where are you? Where is this? Bend axis mode. Where's that option? Yeah, I'm running 2.5. Where's this option? That's why. Wrong one. Okay, here we go. Axis computation. Bend in root direction. Oh, this is the mode. That's all I'm looking for. Bend in root direction. Uniform global axis. Hmm. Some of these options aren't even here. Bend in root direction. Bend axis to. Yeah, I'm confused by some of this. Okay, so I have bend in root direction. I have that. I don't have uniform axis, curve attribute, or skew attribute. I wonder if there's maybe a YouTube video on the guide process. Maybe I should look at that specifically. Look at if there's a tutorial on specifically the guide process node. Let's try that. Just give me a quick minute. All right. Let's see what they got. Does Houdini has tutorials. Houdini themselves has tutorials. Let's see what they got. Interesting. Interesting. See, I feel like it can get easy getting sidetracked here. I think this was one that I wanted to look at some point, but anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's see. Let's all categories. They have hair. Wait, hair and fur. There we go. Awesome. Okay, let's do the free ones. Well, paid would be even just a simple one. Grooming for VFX, procedural hair card kit. At some point, I do kind of want to take a look at what the heck hair cards are. I feel like that can be interesting. That's disgusting. Hair generation, Houdini. Intro to hair fur. How's this look?
Hello everyone, in this course you will learn how to create hair and fur inside Houdini. It covers the powerful hair and fur tools inside Houdini. We will start from scratch. From the first lesson,
See, that's one thing about the approach that I'm doing. It seems that like everyone is doing very manual, just drawing the guides, which we're that's not what we're doing. What we're doing is procedurally creating these guides, and I want to be able to learn that.
we will immediately start creating a fur for a technician. Role in this course, you must have at least 1 month of experience inside Houdini. You must know the basics of Houdini, like the user
You
interface,
see, like all of this is a lot of manual work to try to get
editor's notes,
this
and
hair in
materials.
place.
You will learn how to create
See, and we're
high
just
quality
duplicating
hair from
curves
scratch
and
to shading and rendering. So enroll now and let's get started.
see, it's like it's just a lot of that. More. Anyways, I'm again getting sidetracked. Let's check out the free hair abstract X Groom digital hair.
Hello everyone. In today's
But this, I'm pretty sure this is using a lot of vellum stuff.
so if you will be creating a topo build, you can use the move it like that, and then from there click here. And what we're doing is doing a minimum distance. Okay. So from here, like really scalp zones that I had created scalp, and then I can create some interesting curls. As you go through it, I would recommend putting it back into a hair gen of mistakes. I discovered that the best, I'm going to add a guide partition here. So for the guide partition, once you click draw parting line, it will bring up this draw curve.
I'm getting this would have been useful, which I think I saw at some other point, but again, it
So for this,
bears
since we're
repeating.
just grooming the hair, brush each hair.
But again,
This is only if you have a reference and
a lot of this is manual. I wish the artist who did the grooming tutorial that I saw. Oh, wait a second. Grooming theory and practice. Grooming is a challenging task. There are billions of haircuts. Interestingly, your reference sometimes is not enough. The more you know about hair and hairstyles, the better your results are knowing how hairdressers. This can be interesting. Wow. This is very, very detailed. This is a large article. Elevation and cutting angle. Uh-huh. You see? This is very interesting. Is there anything on bends? Nope. Not specifically. Uh, guide process. There is a lot going on here. Is there anything on here about hair cards? I'm just curious. Interesting. What is this website, anyways? Procedural Guru. Hair tubing. Like, I would have no idea how to do this. That's crazy. That's cool. Obviously, I've been sidetracked from what I was doing. I'm just kind of curious. And I think maybe I should read that whole article on hair before I come back and try to tackle this. At the very least, to get a better idea of how working with hair entails. I just kind of want to watch this very briefly.
Mm, Maybe it's is a way to show you what you have to be aware of, not only with this tool but grooming in general, and then show you with this very simple haircut here the features of the tool. So let's start with the scene. It's very simple. This is the scene that I provided in the zip file. This is the mesh. Here I use a subdivide node to have more detailed mesh. I'm using Houdini 19.5, so maybe as the VDB from Polygon does not work. Okay. Okay. Set it to single polygon just to close it. Then VDB, I set it to 001 to have a pretty dense part. The time the same nodes, but here I have to go to every node and to see which is a parameter, etc. In this way, I have for every node expose the most important for me parameters. Remember that this is a simple digital asset, it's closed, but you can unlock it, then have part. It's mainly used with the when you paint maps, so use guides, etc. And go in detail in later in the
Interesting.
code. You can.
Anyways, you know what? I think I'm gonna end the stream, and I think I'll do some reading because this looks very interesting and it looks like it really can be useful. Uh, so yeah, Dennis Dennison. I will take a look at this article and I will give it a bit of a read. In terms of my luck here, um, you know what? Today I'm not going to save construction, but I am going to add to my to-do list just a little bit of detail, just saying that try shortening the hair to see how bend affects increase blend to see how hair grows. Whatever. Yeah, just save the construction. Guess I'm on 13 now. Okay. Okay, well, guys, it's getting late, so I will pick this up another day, and hopefully we can get to a point where I can get these guides in acceptable shape, and hopefully then we can start generating some hairs, and then we can start doing a little bit more fun stuff. This I can imagine for hair groomers is the difficult part, but obviously they have a better foundation than I do, so I think that's what I need to start doing. Okay, guys. Well, anyways, I will see you guys later.